Now on that day, nuts from the tree and makes a pretty sound. Could we see it? So this is a linkite nut. It really does make a pretty sound. I'll give that one to you. I have some more. Thanks. Yeah, linkite nut. We'll need that later. I'll sum up the situation in which they encountered the glowing bird. First, they encountered it on Osa Trail. This indicates the glowing bird only appears in high places. Next, the linkite tree made a beautiful sound as if the nuts were producing a melody. Finally, on that day, there was a strong wind, and the sound of the linkite nuts was carried a long distance by the wind. I think that about sums it up. They said that, after traveling all around the world, they went back to Osa Trail again, but the linkite tree was already gone. And they've yet to find another linkite tree on any of their journeys. At least they weren't in any they could get to by foot. Which means in order to meet Asgard, we need to search a linkite tree in a place you can't get to on foot. It sounds impossible. Yes, well, we don't need to accomplish it immediately. Even if we did find the linkite tree, it wouldn't do us any good if it was dead. The sound has to be carried on the wind and played by a melody that sounds difficult too. Couldn't you do something about a dead tree with your healing arts? My power alone won't be enough. In order to heal something that's already dead, I'd need something that could strengthen my skills. Something that could call forth the linkite tree's will to live. Something like an X-sphere or even just a shard of one. Also, if it's dead, that means the ground there is weak. We'd need to replenish the earth and make it nourishing again. Dad's the only one that could think of who might have a spare X-sphere. Although if there are any dwarves around, they might have one too. There's something we can do. Let's give up on Aska. Fascinating. Whoa. I see now. That's impressive the way you found the rules of how it works. But all we learned is that meeting Aska is hard. Well, I suppose. I've gone ahead and made note of the information you've assembled. Feel free to talk to me anytime you want to hear it. Okay. How convenient. Basically, hey, if you happen to encounter this and you want to come back to it later. What do you mean listen to more of what they have to say? Talk to you? Who else can I talk to? Up here? Okay, that was weird. Yeah, so that's something we're not going to be able to do till late game. So much taller now. What is? You. When I first met you, you were only about Genus's height. Yeah, I guess so. And your voice hadn't changed. Oh yeah, soon I'll be the same age as you when we first met. What's wrong? Why are you sighing? Well, compared to each other, I was more childish than Genus at his age. And still more childish than you when you were my age. Well, it means you've grown up. Why? Children steadfastly believe they are adults and are desperate to be recognized. I see. It is so. Having the power of objectivity is the first step to being an adult. Alright, good talk, Rain. The ranch is up that way. I'm trying to think if there's side quests. I don't think there's really any side quests to do in Silveron. Like, I know there's very few in this arc, but like, I don't think there's really anything to do besides like the dogs, like finding the dogs and stuff, and obviously the Kratos stuff, which we're doing. We're coming up to the third training scene as well. The security's intense. It's completely different from last time. Yeah, even if we get inside. There is a way, though. Professor, I bet you're thinking the same thing I'm thinking. What? What are we gonna do? We'll disguise ourselves as desians and sneak in. Genius. I see the gears in your head move quickly only at times like this. Hey, better at times like this than any other time. What's that supposed to mean? Oh, I see. If we look like desians, we won't get caught. Well, that's quite a daring plan, Rain. I don't think this is the best plan either, but do we have any other choice? The design patrol is here. What should we do? Let's do it. Yeah. Okay, let's hide behind those trees and ambush them. You'll give them a last surprise? Let's hurry up and take care of this.
This is gonna be a piece of the cake. It'll be over soon.
Hey, yeah, you're right, it'll be over soon. As in, you are going to die. The Lord is popping off.
Let's hurry on.
Man, I didn't get to do anything.
I'd argue you did more than both Kratos and Sheena. And Rain. Let's return to Lewin first. We don't know when the enemy may spot us. Yeah, you're right. We're finally gonna infiltrate the ranch. Wait, we have to decide who will be the design. What do you mean, Professor? Only one of the design uniform we obtained looks like it could be used. So everyone else is gonna have to be prisoners. Me, I'll be the design. This is not a game. Hey, it's not fair, Professor. It's not about fairness. This will look the most natural. Besides, this is a uniform for females. You won't be able to wear it. And why do you have design clothes too? I was gonna infiltrate the base on my own. Anyway, let's go. Yeah. Poor Lloyd. All he wanted was to beat a design. We've done it. Done what? We found the wanted criminal, Lloyd Irving. Good work, and you even caught him alive. I want to turn him over to the 5 Grand Cardinals immediately. Let me through. Understood, go on in. Open the gates. Work the host bodies to near death, but keep them alive. Otherwise, the X-Spheres won't awaken. They'd have to be incredible fools to attempt to escape. Lord Kavar is the cruelest of the 5 Grand Cardinals. Uh-oh, I better not let anyone hear me saying things like this. Good work. Take the captured host body in. Is there a chest here I can grab? There's one. Beast hide. I think that's pretty pointless at this point in the game. With this, Lord Kavar will replace Lady Pronema as the leader of the 5 Grand Cardinals. I can't wait to see her arrogant face twist with rage. Excellent, you managed to capture Lloyd. Even the 5 Grand Cardinals failed. Hurry and register the identification code in the control room over there. Got it.
It looks like this is an X-Sphere manufacturing plant.
So it would seem.
These are all X-Spheres? Incredible.
Shh. I hear voices coming from the next room.
I don't hear anything.
Be careful anyway.
You!
Uh-oh. These are the desians we ran into in the tree at Desert.
No, this is Wickstrom. He and Boda are twins.
They still think we're desians. Sir, this is the perfect chance.
Are you looking for a fight?
Wait. Kratos is with them. We'll retreat for now.
You know each other?
I suppose. If you mean the fact that we ran into them at Iselia and Triet.
Nice save, Kratos. Nice save. Lloyd is actually stupid enough to fall for it.
I think it would be in both our interests for us not to fight here.
Do what you will.
Yeah, Boda's probably the smart one here. He knows we'll, like, beat his ass. You learned the damage guard. Yeah, there we go. Colette, did you forget how to damage guard?
Colette!
I'm okay.
No time for that. Look behind you.
Huh?
I notice you're an elf.
This is a surprise. When I heard we had some rats, I assumed it was the renegade Bota. But instead, I find a wanton inferior beings. But I must say that I'm quite impressed that you're still alive after that attack.
Who are you?
You barge into my ranch and then demand my name?
Wow, Lloyd. Isn't this usually the other way around?
Genus, this is not the time.
It's always that time.
He's Kavar, one of the 5 Desian Grand Cardinals.
I see that some of you know me. It's just as Forcista said. That X-Sphere is without a doubt the product of my Angela's project.
What was that slide?
Good job, Colette. Let's go, everyone.
What an idiot Kavar is. Fell for a simple tactic like that.
This is gonna be a piece of
Oh, thanks for killing that dude. Turns out Lloyd plus Kratos is the ultimate combo.
That was disappointing.
Everything was disappointing. You know what? Mania all the way. I have now decided.
You're in for a world of
I forget which Pyroseal set the side special. First neutral special, he wields a gun. Bye to you.
No way!
Oh, over already?
Don't mind if I do. We have not saved with Sheena in the party yet. And I wish Symphonia had ambushes. Like the encounter link system that later Tales of games adopt.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Work.
And in fact, oh, you had a whip. I mean, your whip is really has incredible range. Thank you, Photon. She would have guarded that otherwise. Oops, not quartz. Quartz are such forgettable items, though. You can like give the character like an elemental property.
You ready for this?
Yeah, I think the absolutes are the ones you like. That are probably the best ones to get. But Sheena, like her S and T type moves are like the least relevant.
Let's hurry on.
Memory gem. Don't really need it until I get to a save point that I didn't happen to unlock on my original playthrough. Can Link Power Seal and Absolute? Yeah, I didn't think so. So we should probably switch this to like Serpent Seal. Yeah, and Serpent Seal has like the dark effect. That's cool. Alright, which one's dying first? Can one of you die so I can unison finish? Nope, never mind.
Just as I expected.
Alright, well, I'm gonna kill you with the unison.
One right after another.
Lloyd's unison attack is better. This can now be Demonic Tiger Blade.
Tempest, you ready for this?
There we go, now do this.
Demon Fang.
Fire seal! Photon!
Ah, just Photon Tempest. I couldn't think of anything better.
Now,
Photon Tempest!
Damn.
All right.
I win.
What is this?
This is where the X-spheres are removed from the host bodies.
Do you mean that X-spheres are made from human bodies?
Not exactly. X-spheres are dormant at first. They extract nourishment from humans to grow and awaken. Human ranches are X-sphere manufacturing plants. Why else would we spend our time raising and taking care of these inferior beings?
That's terrible.
Terrible? Terrible is what you've done. stealing and using X-spheres that we've invested so much time and care in creating. You deserve to be punished.
This is an interesting angle that's going to be explored a lot more. Somewhat. I like the idea of, like, you know, the designs being like, oh, how is it any different than what you're doing? They leave it, like, not so black and white in Symphonia's story.
Damn, we're surrounded.
Lloyd, your X-sphere was to be an offering to Lord Yggdrasil. It's time you gave it back.
Yggdrasil. I suppose that's the name of your leader.
Yes. Now, for the sake of our great leader, Lord Yggdrasil, and for the sake of my own success, I need that X-sphere.
Again? What's so special about my X-sphere?
That is the result of years of time-consuming research. I can finally reclaim what was stolen by that filthy female host body.
What are you talking about? The female host body? You're not talking about...
You don't know anything, do you? That X-sphere was cultured on host body A012. Human name, Anna. Your mother. She took it and escaped from the facility. Of course, she paid for her crime with her life.
You killed my...
Now, don't blame me. I'm not the one that killed Anna. Your father did.
Liar!
Please. When her key crestless X-sphere was removed, Anna turned into a monster, and your father killed her. Pathetic, don't you think?
Do not speak ill of the dead.
Who cares? They were both just a couple of filthy humans. Worthless maggots.
Ever talk about my parents like that?
What was that, Lord? I couldn't hear you with all the music and the conveyor belt stuff going on.
I'll handle this.
I'm gonna use the last one, Grandpa.
It's Gelmise. Gelmise has come to save the day.
They disappeared. Your orders, sir?
Let them go. We can find them anytime by following the chosen signature trail. Right now, the more pertinent task is retrieving the X-spheres. Find the renegades.
Thank you, Sheena.
Don't mention it. But what are you gonna do now?
Let's return to Lewin first.
I concur.
Okay.
Something interesting about Symphonia, a fun fact about it, is that Sheena can actually, like, not join you during the, like, when you go to Lewin. I did not mean to do that. Sheena can, like, actually not join you when you go to Lewin that time when it's destroyed. I think it's actually, like, dependent on your affinity with Sheena. Like, if you get some optional scenes, you get more affinity with her. I think she could just not join. But she'll always come to save you here in the ranch. I think I discovered that in my remaster playthrough, that such a thing is possible.
Don't.
So, like, Sheena can either join you back in Lewin, like she did in this playthrough, or she can just, like, she doesn't join you, but she comes to save you when, like, you're confronting Kavar. Which is a really weird difference and kind of pointless in the grand scheme of things.
Never stood
I would
a
kind of
chance.
rather than, like, I mean, it's not really anything that affects anything, but, like, it's weird to me that there's, like, two different scenarios. Because, like, you do the Asgard ranch not much later than Sheena joins you in Lewin. It's not really, like, too big of a gap to be like, hey, you can just get Sheena a little bit earlier. But she's gonna save you anyway. It's just a matter of, like, if she's with you or not, which is really weird. But I just learned that can happen, like, when I played this remaster in 2023, which was last year. I noticed as I said that.
Oh, over already?
It's an interesting difference, but it's also, like, kind of pointless in the grand scheme of things.